Oh, okay. Welcome back to my channel, and let's continue with the story from the letter. Previous episode. Let me see. I'm gonna try to remember. Um, yeah, we were at Zachary's place, and then these two showed up. Isabella has some problems, and I guess she was so afraid. Yeah, she was. I think she was afraid from the ghost from the office, and then he came by, and everything went from there. So they're having breakfast and they're about to leave. So let's continue. Cook up the feast. Okay, right now, should we hold on a second, or should we just? No. Let's just defend this.
I don't know about you two, but I think you guys should really stay. I've already made enough food for all of us, and it'd be a waste. Why, I cooked up that special honey glazed ham you two keep on yapping about. Got some scalloped potatoes with onions and cheddar to go with it, too.
Yeah, onion cheddar. Oh, that thing sounds so good. Just get off, man. That's something and just sitting on the plate and salty tag and after the cheese, I rise to the air and open the door, take out the two trays. Okay. The slow part of this game is mainly this too much reading. But the story is very intriguing if you really look into it. Oh my god, that sound. Okay. That's not stuff.
You're in no place to reject an offer of free food, Frey.
I wasn't rejecting anything. Damn it, I just missed a meal, that's all.
You probably missed breakfast.
Aw, he's flustered.
Shut it! Those guys at the precinct said it was urgent. Somebody has to be responsible for it.
Well, aren't you precious?
Right. You know, if you keep laughing like that, you'll burst.
I'm sure it won't be as bad as your stomach suddenly rumbling like a starved.
Aye, kiddos, play nice. Food's gonna get cold if we keep this up. Ash, you gonna stay?
Might as well, since Scaredy Cat's so hell-bent on staying.
Hearty meal. Okay, this just takes another lunch and chitter chatter. Yeah. Then the scene where everything that happened yesterday and last night didn't really happen. Sorry. I wasn't really sure that which time is this. Is this before he went to meet the what was the name again? Hannah? Or is it after? Because Isabella was staying the night. And she ran from the office where she was haunted by our little friend. Our little scary friend. I didn't know the topic wasn't something in particular. The ones are too fresh to sell. I like it for someone ever so do something like that. Yeah. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, the mansion was burned up again.
The Wrights? Yeah, they're planning to move in soon. In fact, they already have a housewarming party planned.
Ah, yes.
It's why they wanted us to rush the papers. They wanted to send the invitations out as soon as possible.
Oh, now I get it.
He looks so surprised.
Get what?
Remember what I told you last night about the new clients?
Vaguely? Sorry.
Yeah, it was
I was a little
before.
out of it yesterday. Was it the photo shoot?
Yep, it's actually for the one you sold. Ermengarde, something. When you put it that way, I suppose it makes sense why my boss wants me to prioritize the couple. They can have those documents rushed at just a snap of their fingers. Then they're more influential than I initially thought. And I guess my boss is expecting a lot more from this project than I expected. Hope I can live up to it.
Your photographs are more than good enough, Zach. You'd probably win an international award if you let yourself. Ma'am Hana's easy to please, too. As long as you're good at following instructions.
Easier said than done. Different clients have different tastes after all.
Yeah.
Still, a week? I don't think that's possible.
Now that you mentioned it, yeah. They wanted everything finished at the earliest. To be honest, it's not unheard of, but...
But it's still weird. Still weird, yeah?
Slip it down. Yeah.
I can't exactly say it's like that, where I'm just the middleman after all. As much as I want to comment on it, I only know what's on the surface, not the in and outs. It's just that BRC and my boss are more hands-on with the legal stuff this time, despite having a separate department dedicated to it.
Maybe Mr. Wright helped with it too. They have their own legal team for this, don't they?
Well, they should have one. Especially for a big property like this.
They have, but like I said, it's off our hands. Rose and I don't handle this stuff in the office. If anything, to me, this just means I'll be able to send the rest of the funds to Papa's treatment earlier.
Oh man. Oh god, I'm sorry about that. This dust particles must have gotten to me too.
I guess that makes a whole lot of sense. Officially off our instant noodle diet, aren't we?
Ash, has anyone ever told you that you have an uncanny way of ruining the mood?
No, that's nice. That's nice. Small details like that. It's very nice.
What? I was just
You-
saying. A few more
Expression
months
on
of
the
stuffing
face.
your face with those, and I'm sure you'll start to look like a noodle cup. That's a pretty picture.
At least I don't live off convenience store food. Or make poor, unassuming pressure cookers explode.
What? How did you... Oh, come on, Zach.
Sorry, it just came up while we were cooking earlier.
I'm impressed, Ashton Frey. You even made it to the news.
A one-time thing. And it wasn't as big as you seem to be imagining.
Oh, sure. Let's all pretend that one time you almost set my apartment on fire didn't happen too.
Hey, that was an accident.
You were making a salad, Ash.
Can we please move on to a different topic?
Mhm. Yeah, Isabella is really frightened. Oh, that ghost is actually following her anyway. I think they're following all of these guys. Maybe Ash, not Ash, I guess, but not yet, I guess.
You go on ahead. I've got a few things I need to ask Zach. I'll be downstairs in a minute.
How sure are you I won't be driving away with your Shirley?
You don't even have a license. Do you even know how to?
Papa taught me how. I'm probably a better driver than you. See you later, Zach. Thanks for the food.
Always has to have the last word, don't you?
You're welcome. I'll send you the recipe for the potatoes tonight.
I know I want to go. You're about to go down at some point soon.
That wasn't very nice, Ash. What was that with Isabella earlier? You're usually subtler with your questions.
They hired you.
Hired me who? Don't change the subject yet. What's really going on here?
The Wrights. Luke and Hannah Wright. You said your next gig is with them.
This is before, actually before. That's why he was there too, wasn't he? Talked to the policeman.
Is that what this is all about?
Just be careful around them. You have no idea what you're dealing with when it comes to that couple. I'd rather you stay as far away from them as possible, but you're already here. Isabella's their real estate agent. Seriously, of all the people in Luxburn.
Okay. I guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
You back on those? I haven't seen you taking them in a year.
Yeah, I kinda had to. It got worse after the film fest. The dreams, that is. I don't think I'll be doing that again anytime soon.
Heard about that. Don't drop it, though. You don't want Becca scolding you. She actually enjoyed the movie you made, and she's hard to please. Consider that a small victory.
You don't have to tell me. She already did. Rebecca and Bella both gave me an earful after I said the opposite. Promised them I wouldn't, but you can never tell. Hopefully, once I feel better, I'll be able to think about it properly. Speaking of Bella, she didn't open up to me, but maybe with you and Rebecca.
Yeah, I'll try. I can't promise anything, but I'll talk to her.
Thanks. That's all I'm asking.
Timeline. Relationship. We got with Ashton, we got Isabella. Oh, almost full. Still don't get it. Marianne. And she stays static. Okay. Journals is 25th. And that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Marianne afterwards, innit? Okay. Okay. Intensity. I got okay. It's right. Okay. This is actually before everything. So we're gonna see things from his perspective now? Hang the fuck on. Hold on a second here. Is he singing the theme song for this game? Yeah, he is, isn't he? He is singing. Oh, I didn't realize that. That depends on the looks like, really. Okay. Yeah, how long is he going to hum? Because it's getting annoying.
Doesn't matter when you couldn't sleep anyway.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I was working with her. This all what's going on. Yeah, I guess that's how popular people, I mean, rich people are, I guess. Yeah, for a small timer, that is like a gold mine, actually. Yeah, and why is this Ash guy He does seems like trying to tell us to stay away from them. I mean, I know what happened to Hannah. I mean, last episode that actually tells us a lot. Uh,
They do seem like the good folk, though, despite the whole
oh
thing
yeah, you
thing.
have no idea, do you? Uh, yeah, you have no idea. He left it. He left before dark. So business scandals, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's not that bad. I mean, I think she was the only one who hear the cry for help from the spirits, that the whispers. Now we're done already, but so let's skip that. If he already has this picture, it means he already finished the interview. Oh, nice person to give it a chance. Yeah, thanks for breaking it well too. So they involved apart. Probably. Probably. Wet friend, I'm holding and drying back. Right. Oh, a dark room, yeah. Last photo of the water bath. Oh, it's such a cover. Professor, another talk about it. Stand by more. Awkward chit chatting. You have no idea. Yeah. Um, that goes for almost every celebrity, if you really think about it. Sometimes something to have to remind of the world. Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, you better be very careful with that. You're using a dark room. That means that you're using the chemicals to actually reprocess the picture, so that thing can blind your eyes. Oh crap.
What
Okay.
on earth?
Holy. Hmm. Uh, why am I tilting my head? No, I don't have to tilt my head. Uh, this took beyond recognition of father. Oh yeah, this is one that he took. That ghost was right behind her.
Damn, that was too careless.
Common mistake, of course. He didn't realize it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I played it like loads of times actually.
It could pass off for one of those supernatural pictures they show on TV, though.
Yeah, you don't remember? I mean, it's pretty odd that he doesn't. He's the one who saw that thing behind her before taking that picture, and he's talking like he doesn't remember. This is so weird. Yeah, I thought he did remember. That was a funny image in my mind. There was a shadow. No. A woman in 20s, early 30s maybe. A car, yeah, across the road, across the line. Says that everything is a good running around acting and everything and dancing on her body. Funny hands is big like the one of the nose. Same as the one of the color. Nothing but malice fills the green of her eye.
Zachary?
Not for me. That's right.
Zach? Is something the matter?
Oh no, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I just remembered something, that's all. Let's get back to the pictures. Can you move a bit more to the left, yeah?
Yeah. We have a small flashback, which is much better, I guess. Memory alone is not gonna make me relax. I thought he didn't remember. Brush it off. Like, you brush it off? With what? You're gonna need those pills to brush that off, man. Check of an eye, huh? Product of the heat. Yeah. But there has been especially warm recently, which is why the things happen. And getting a little fatigue of work, rain, in the weather, and in my church. It's not convenient. It makes a whole lot of sense. It's all working for our head with this. And only settling on to something so power, someone right like so mentioned. At least that guy's was saying me remember in my head when you were out there, I was my ear. Someone has to know. Yeah, should you show the photo to her? Now, here's the thing. If I showed it to Ash, he's gonna brush it off. Supernatural stuff. Ash doesn't really believe in supernatural stuff. But if I show it to Hannah, we can progress with the story. Then we're finding out that Hannah's just like not there, right? Yeah, I'm gonna show it to the owner. I'm gonna show it to the owner because I want to see what happens when we walk into the house and she's. I don't have any explanation what I saw yesterday. Okay. When you're there, doing something enough to raise the hair to the back of your neck, and you want to feel right. I think I know that's and yeah, right, exactly. What does it is about the word? But then silly tales about the place. Okay, let's get to the exactly. I think one of I can't give you a single thought. I don't know what is meaning. It's not concerned about. Yeah, really must have felt something on those video on shows on video, or to believe. Attention fullness and neck, maybe you chest will often say it. I said the sun is in a few hours before dawn. Good enough time will all have without wanting her plenty of space to check if I can see results if I redo the progress process again. That too get out of stuff quick and darkness can make small buzzard again.
Somehow those urban legends don't sound so silly now.
Hmm. Hindsight? Yeah, he went to the morning. No, not. Rushing a client, I barely know home first thing in the morning with news of a ghost lady potentially has a property. I didn't expect him to actually tell about that. And pictures in there about us too. So yeah, Thomas ID in history. My Thomas ID always did it. Okay. Probably the same thing. Probably. Guys that freaks out in the morning. You got doorbells. Okay. After the door. Warning from friends to be damned.
If only someone would answer the door sooner. Mom.
Well, it's a huge house. It'll take some time for them from backyard to here, I guess. Even the bedroom. Yeah, it does radiate. Oh, yeah, really. You didn't notice that, huh? Imagine it's not hard to ignore. And go again. The last section. This still I can always go to add. I didn't want this to work course of action either. Waiting there. Come on. Somebody has to answer the damn door. I want to know what happens if he finds out and goes to the house and what was his name again? Look right and not left. As luck would have it, to my heel, a lump thump rises from the other side.
Didn't we have that bloody annoying doorbell replaced yesterday? That Irish guy just cost me a fortune and she can't even fix this nuisance. And where the hell is... Your eyes, if another pale-faced prat is pressing that blighted bell, I swear I'll cut them.
Doors can open in a very easy way.
And who might you be? I don't recall asking the movers to show up this early.
Talking down, I mean, I get it way around.
Well, that's not exactly why I'm here, Mr. Wright. Yeah?
Right, of course, the one and only. And what can I do for you this fine morning?
Ooh.
Have I seen you somewhere before? Bloody you peasants all look the same to me.
Yeah, I'm actually...
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I've got someplace important to be at today. Just spit out what you want or be gone. I haven't got all day.
Yeah, I can see why I had to steer clear of it only a short while. Yeah, tell him I'm a photographer. He's a friend. Let's be careful here with this guy.
I'm in luxury living, sir.
Mr. Steele.
Just Zach would do, sir.
I can see why. You should hear what they say about my name. Although I'm of the opinion those don't sound as unpleasant as yours to the ear. Amusing what people can come up with in their leisure time, no? Well then, to what reason do we owe this second visit, Zach?
Right. Like I said earlier, I'm the photographer from Luxury Living. I'm here about the photo shoot yesterday and...
You ain't gonna be like, ain't the whole truth either, yeah.
Didn't you already wrap that one up? I believe my wife was the one with you then. Even mentioned a little tete-a-tete with the photographer. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes. Actually, sir, there was something I forgot to discuss with your...
And you had to show up at such an hour for something you forgot. Why wasn't there any notice about this little visit?
It was an error on my part, sir. I do apologize for not letting you know in advance.
Terribly unprofessional for someone going under the name of an esteemed publication like Luxury Living, if you ask. Of course, even if there was a word of some sort, that butler does not check my emails as often as I would have liked. But straight up walking in here this early isn't the most sensible thing to do either.
The matter was a bit urgent, and my art director wanted it done as soon as possible before I hand him the finished prints.
Not my problem now, is it? A common courtesy would be to wait for replies before barging in. You do well to remember that. I once fired someone before they could even submit an application.
Has the points on there.
Sent an email in the morning and suddenly sauntered in the office looking knackered mere hours after.
How are you gonna get away from this, Zach? How are you gonna run from this?
Bloody walk-ins. That aside, unfortunately, you're going to have to come back some other day. You see, darling wife left not a moment to go.
Yeah, alright.
I have not an inkling where she went, or when she'll be back, so you're better off.
Love, is it the movers?
Huh? Wait. Huh? Wait, huh? Wait, what? Is it? Ah.
Going off somewhere.
I've got the few things I want them to transfer already. Marianne made this splendid arrangement for the music room and... Love, are you listening?
I thought you already left, Buttercup.
Okay. This is getting a little weird. I'm confused myself right now. Yeah.
Well, I most certainly have not left yet. I wouldn't be standing here if I did, would I?
Of course you wouldn't be, darling. But don't you need to be somewhere else today? Something with Marianne? Shopping, girl, things?
Oh, I'll be leaving in a few. Unless you want to join us.
No thanks, darling. I'm afraid my liver, it's killing me today. Ooh!
I thought as much.
Yeah, that is so pretentious.
You needn't have to worry. I'll be gone in a few. It's just that I heard we have a visitor. What kind of person would I be if I didn't greet him before leaving?
A very gracious one, I'm sure.
Zachary, right? Zach, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Likewise, ma'am. I was actually looking for you.
Is that so? What for?
A huge display of unprofessionalism is what it's for.
Shush, darling. Let the man speak. I'm sure it isn't anything like that if he has to come all the way here, yes?
It's about yesterday. The photos you asked, I mean. The copies are ready, but...
I think Hansi might need some of your input for the final guest list. Could you check on him, please?
Bollocks! Why in all Luxborn do I have to be there? Doing tedious jobs of what he's being paid for?
Because if we end up with people whose faces you do not want to show up in our housewarming party, we won't be hearing the end of it. Unless a heavy dose of liquor's involved. You know what the doctor said about that. Please do poor Hansi and your liver a favor,
He can handle that on his own, Buttercup. And my liver is doing just fine.
I'm sure it is. But I don't know, love. I think I caught a glimpse of the name Mitch Lakes, was it? I think it was Mitch Lakes on it when I checked with Hansi earlier. You should see for yourself. It was quite a list.
Who put that blighted twat in there?
And that's why I'm asking you to look over it before I do so tonight.
Very well.
Okay, so before the party.
Luke, dear, I'll be fine. Go back to your butler. I'm not some pregnant wife you have to worry about.
Fine, fine. I have to go to that little ankle biter's career day later anyway. I don't see why I have to go there. Kylie's your goddaughter.
And yet, she has you around her little fingers, darling. That's basically the same thing. I am so sorry you had to deal with that. My husband can be a bit trying when he really applied himself.
It's fine, Miss Wright. No harm done. It was my fault for showing up here unannounced. And this might be strange coming from me, but he does have the right to be wary. The press can be quite vicious when it wants to be.
Sweetie, if Luke treats every journalist who shows up here like that, I'm afraid we'll end up with a harassment lawsuit hanging over our heads sometime in the future. Vicious or not, some sort of finesse has to be exercised when dealing with them. I'm sorry, I hope that wasn't too offensive.
Not at all, Miss Wright. Besides, I don't think an interior design magazine would be interested in who harassed who this week. Unless it has something to do with fighting over tastefully arranged furniture. But even then, I don't think our readers would be too interested.
Oh, dearie. You've got a lot to learn. You really have no idea how a single tattle can ignite a spark in a crowd. Of course, at the end of the day, it's still the thought that counts. It's still a lovely anniversary gift from my husband. No matter. Let's just go.
To... where are we going exactly?
I need to get out of this stuffy house for a while. Moving in, planning the party. It's starting to get suffocating in there. Luke and Hansi can have their fun while I'm gone. I don't care. I'm getting out because I can. Another minute in there and I'll drown.
My bike.
Please? I can have someone send it back to your address later. And it's just a trip to the city for some furniture, nothing more, I assure you. Marianne will be with us, and maybe you can tell me why you're here on the way.
Guess it wouldn't hurt. I might have to leave early, though.
Excellent, then. Hop in. That's what they often say, yes?
I guess not. Especially with the okay, here comes the most very money. He's around the city with what was his name again? Ashton's gonna find him here somewhere, again, isn't he? Anything else? That's the only word that we go in. Minor Sure. Marianne is here.
So, interior design, huh?
Thing. There goes that. Yeah, well, I don't know how to start a conversation either. You can tell from the intro. We have to use funny streets. People going about the day, normal third, loading in, out, right side of the little note there. Yeah, we're in the ring, right now, it's like we're kind of the buffet, a long time.
Luxury living, is it?
Yes.
Excuse me, what?
The magazine you're working for. It's Luxury Living, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You've been featured by them before, I take it?
A few years back, yes. For just some issues. My designs still appear from time to time, though not as frequent as before. Gotta have room for new talents, right? Good folks, the people running the publication. Tell me, is DK still on the editorial team?
I wouldn't know. I've only started taking jobs from them this year. Freelancer, you know.
Good man, that guy. Anyone in our field should meet him. He had a lot of things to say about art, all of them relevant. Learned a lot from him, actually, even if we both came from two different fields. I hope he's in a good place. I haven't talked to him in a while. Anyway, your portfolio must have been good if they gave you the job. They don't easily assign big features to freelancers like this.
I wouldn't say I am, but experienced, you know? The more you practice it, the more you learn the tricks of the trade.
That's the stuff.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
I know what you mean. Still, you've got to keep up with the competition. Each year, a new talent emerges, and, well, you never know. Clients can be a bit fickle-minded with their choices. Believe me. Speaking of, do you think you'd be up for a new client after this?
I think so. Depends on how big the project is.
Business card.
When you're free, send your portfolio to Chris. He's my assistant. He's been looking for a decent photographer to help with updating the studio's portfolio. Nothing urgent, but the sooner the better.
Not sure if I'll have the time to squeeze this in. But, alright, I'll give it a go once.
Marianne, could you look this over for me?
She's way too professional.
Definitely. Is there a problem?
They said they don't have the colors you suggested. Do you think we can change it around for a bit? It might take a while if we insist what we want, and you know I'd rather not worry about this later.
I think it'd be better if I handle this one myself. Excuse me.
I look away, and the next thing I know, you're picking up women. On the streets, while the sun is high, no less. I'm not sure if I should be appalled or amazed. Whatever happened to the Zack I met a day ago? About as tall as you. Photographer. Quite the gentleman. To tell you the truth, I'm a bit disappointed he's gone.
It ain't like that, Miss Wright. And I'm sure Miss McCullough is not the kind of woman to let herself be picked up by strangers, let alone people she barely knows.
Oh, shush. Let me have my fun. And didn't I say you can call me Hannah?
Mm-hmm. I'm as awkward as you, Zach. I'll be I wouldn't know how to start a conversation with this two choices about a baby crib. I wouldn't know. Let's just go with. Yeah.
My sister just had a baby, you know.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that. You guys have a face. I just access your click off and then access to that I can't imagine it going in my head. I didn't say anything to offend.
Oh, what brought this on?
Nothing. It's just a thought. She gave birth a few weeks ago.
I suppose a congratulations is in order then.
Thanks. I'll let her know. Do you think a crib would make a good gift?
I see.
I'm sure she'd love that if she doesn't have one yet. Otherwise, maybe clothes. Or things she can use to care for the baby. You realize I'm the last person you should be asking about this, yes?
Oh, it's her first baby, don't you worry. I haven't bought a gift yet since I'm kind of new to this too, you know. The whole being
an uncle thing.
For a long time, it's just been me, sis, and my grandparents. Now there's a little person who came into this world as part of the family. Who'd have thought, huh?
Please don't tell me you're jealous.
Oh, of course not. But I gotta admit, the very idea takes a lot of getting used to, and you know, scary stuff like what if I drop her or end up teaching her something bad, or I just can't stop making her cry, or.
Yep. That's awkward. I don't really. Might as well just stay away from them. That's my decision. Stay the fuck away. If you're not good with kids, just stay away. Watch them from afar. That's all you do. Just watch. Don't do nothing. Don't talk to them. Or don't even bother being around them. That's just me though. Yeah, yeah.
Zach, sweetie, stop. You're panicking. It's going to be fine.
I don't know, Hannah. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a good uncle.
Don't be silly. You'll probably be the best one there is. Might even make a good father when the time comes.
Yeah, is that an advice to myself too? Fuck you. I don't know.
Whoever you choose to be with will be lucky to have someone like you, I'm sure.
Difficult answer though.
I'm the one who's worried if I'll ever make a good mother. Luke doesn't seem to even want one of our own. How pitiful is that? 7 years and we're still at this point. I don't even know what to call it anymore. Now I'm carrying this other life with me while the father doesn't want anything to do with it. What am I going to do, Zach? Because right now I'm absolutely at a loss.
Wait, she's pregnant?
Oh. Oh!
Wait, she's pregnant?
Don't look so surprised, dearie. Tied the knot 7 years ago, remember? Don't you think it's bound to happen?
I still try to read something that I already read. So, this one is just otherwise.
Or at least that's what they've been saying early on. My whole social circle would be saying it's a long time coming.
But the kid is something you want, right? Because if it ain't, then that's a whole other problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course. I wouldn't deny I've been hoping to have him or her for a long time now. But then, now that we're here, all of a sudden, there are a whole lot of other things to be worried about. Business, a new home, public image, my own husband, and I don't know. I didn't really have anyone for a role model. I practically grew up with nursemaids pampering me every step of the way. What if it happens to this baby as well? Oh, I can already see how this will end.
Huh. I guess it's not just my sister.
What?
You and my sister. I mean, you're both having jitters or something like that. That's what it's called, right? First baby jitters?
Yeah, I guess it is. It is, I guess.
Mind you, she was really convinced she'd do everything wrong then. He even called me in the middle of the night. Asked to switch places the day she found out she's carrying a new member of the family. Never mind how utterly impossible her request is.
I'm quite sure I haven't done anything of that sort yet.
Oh, you don't know that?
Yeah.
My brother-in-law has been telling me things 5 weeks into my sister's pregnancy. Since she's one cranky pregnant lady. Man, good thing I found a place for myself years before that bundle of joy arrived, huh?
It can't be that awful.
Who knows? I think we'd better leave it for Mr. Right to decide, yeah?
Provided he comes around. He just sounds so repulsed every time the idea is brought up.
Then maybe you should say it to his face. No mincing of words or beating around the bushes.
And if he says no?
You haven't even told him yet. Besides, that's his kid. Don't people usually say fatherhood changes men? I wouldn't call myself a living testament, of course. But there ought to be something that will hit him in that idea alone.
A wrecking ball would be nice.
Yeah,
Well, whatever it is, my point is, you've got no idea what will happen. In the same way, you don't know if you'll be a good mom. Trust me, my sister's been there. It's perfectly normal. If, my opinion matters, though.
I'll be damned.
I think you'll be a great mother, Hana.
Everything's been taken care of for tomorrow, Mrs. Wright. They'll have everything you requested delivered early. I've left them instructions, but I may have to visit again right before your housewarming party to check for a few things. I hope that's acceptable to you.
More than Marianne. This is a little early to say, but you did marvelous work with the mansion. I can't wait to see all of it come together tomorrow.
I'm only doing my job, ma'am. Needless to say, it's always a pleasure to hear a client is satisfied with my work.
Of course.
Nonsense!
It's
You
very
have
true.
every reason to be proud. I know you've already established your name here, but I'll still make sure word gets out, of course. I think I've got a few friends who might be interested in decorating their homes. I'll see if I can introduce you to them tomorrow.
I really don't want to impose, Mrs. Wright. There's still a lot to be done, and I'd rather be keeping an eye on it myself.
You know well enough I'll still do it. You too, Monsieur le Photographe. You better be the one taking the pictures for the event tomorrow, or I'll be very upset.
Wait, what? Consistent human form. Here we are.
What event?
Our housewarming party, dearie. I've already sent invites through your publisher. They should have informed you of it by now.
I may have probably missed it. I haven't gotten the chance to check my mailbox yet. With deadlines, real-life happenings, you know, they can be pretty hectic. I'll try later, but they might have already assigned it to a different photographer if they haven't received my reply yet.
That's not a problem. Nothing a little call from me can't fix. I'll have them know I'm specifically requesting for your presence. It shouldn't be too hard. Just promise me you'll show up. I expect to see you both there. No excuses.
Was Zach actually there?
Good company, good music, good food. Of course
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Lovely. I hope we have that settled then. I'd love to stay and chat, but unfortunately I have an appointment scheduled with the doctors after this. You two will have to excuse me.
Are you feeling fine, ma'am?
It's nothing big. Sorry we had to cut this short. I'd love to have lunch with you two, but, well, you two know how it goes.
It's quite fine, Mrs. Wright. I need to get going as well.
Is it somewhere far from here? I can have my driver drop you off on the way.
No, please. There's no need for that, Mrs. Wright. It's just within the city.
I see. What about you, Zach? We did leave your push bike at the mansion. Don't worry, I'll have someone bring it to your home later.
Nah, I live within the city too. A few blocks from here, in fact. I only visited earlier because...
Yeah, the photos. Yeah, exactly. I thought you already told her that. Yes. My hell.
Because, Zach, sweetie, you're zoning out.
Miss Hana, earlier, at the mansion.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it off right here. It's already been 1 hour recording, so it's gonna take a long time for me to actually upload it. So we'll finish this off in the next. So thank you for watching. If you guys stick around, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you again next week then.